2016 Jeep Renegade. And take a look at that. Let's go look inside. Obviously, here you go. Everything's electronic now, pretty much. You see they got 2 gauges, but everything's going to be on this screen right here in the middle. It's got this push button start right here. Let's go ahead and start this baby up. See, everything is up here on the screen. We got our gas gauge, temperature of the engine, everything. Obviously, here's this. Inside's looking good. Got our sunroof here. You can actually, I'm not going to do that. You're just going to open this up, because that actually you can pop off and actually take off of the entire car. You can take off this front section and the back section, getting it as close to open air as possible. So you see, we're just going through. So it looks like there's a lot of room in the front seat. Front seats, as far as the back seats, there's not much here. Not much. But they thought of everything, you know. Obviously, nice cup holders. And one thing that's kind of fun about this car is that they've hidden the Jeep symbol almost anywhere. For example, right here on the speaker, there you go. 2 headlights, the grille. And you can actually find that in a lot of places on this car. A lot of places. For example, the tail lights. See it? Right there, Jeep. And this, I'm not gonna lie, is probably one of the hardest things for me to get used to about this car. Not sure if I can get used to those silly looking X tail lights. I just don't like it. But little things. But we've got the Trailhawk version here. And as you can see, Trailhawk, it's the highest rated version. This one's actually built for more off-road stuff. So, as you can see, it is trail rated. It is trail rated. Comes standard with these big tires compared to the smaller, I think they're 22 inches on the other one, but don't hold me to that. But so, there's the Renegade. Let's go ahead and take it for a test drive. So, I've gotten in here, adjusting my seat. Things are looking good. Feels really quiet in here, which is nice. I actually learned something about this car today. They told me here at the dealership that this car is actually in the same class as the Kia Soul. I mean, granted, they do kind of look the same, so I mean, it kind of fits. But I don't know. I just did not picture Jeep being in the same class as a Kia. It's just 2 different car groups, but should let you know a little bit more about what type of car this is and what we're looking to expect from it. So this is one of the top editions of the Jeep Renegade, the Trailhawk version. This one's more built for off-roading, which obviously is Jeep's specialty. So as far as the other options, I mean, they'll be nice for sure. This one just has a few more features as far as actually going off-roading, such as a 4-wheel lock, as well as a rock option as far as the car knowing what type of ground it's going over and things like that. We've got ourselves a 2.4 liter engine here. Looking at the sticker here on the window, shows that we get about 24 miles to the gallon. So for a car like this that can go off-road, I mean, it's definitely pretty good. But we can go ahead and take this thing for a spin. They've given me the keys. Once again, completely keyless, which is super nice. Also has that remote start. You can start it while you're outside. It's got this funny key here too, Pretty sure that's in case this thing the battery dies or whatever, so you don't get locked out. But love to see how this thing handles. And I do want to say it feels really roomy up front, and I like that. It's nice. I want some of this air. I know you all want to see the wind blow through my hair. You want to see how majestic I can look, I know. So, oh. So it has a manual option as well. You have your automatic, semi-annual, no clutch of course, but it's definitely a fun feature. So, of course, USB ports riddling this car inside the little glove compartment right here, right below the dash. That is a huge jockey box, and it's a good sound system. This feels like a car you can take wherever you want to. Gives me a compass on the dashboard here. So far it's a smooth ride. And for normal cruising it's just fine. I'm not gonna lie though, I kind of feel like I'm driving a box. You know, like when you're 5, 6, 7 years old, your parents buy a new refrigerator or something. You got this massive box that, of course, is like a magic wonderland to any kid with any sort of imagination. And so you take that box and it becomes anything you freaking want it to. Obviously, that was my childhood. I loved it. But I'm not gonna lie, that same feeling of driving a box when I was 7 is kind of the same feeling that I'm having right now. Now, don't get me wrong, there's definitely some benefits to driving a box. Like, I have all this room. It's great. It's great. But you are driving a box. Now, granted, I am not the tallest man in the world, so there's definitely a lot of headroom here. So for those taller folks out there, I'm trying to take a look at this screen they got going on here. Okay, so it's touchscreen, which is nice. Not like super clear, super big or anything. But I mean, I guess, do you really need super big, super clear when all it really does is be a fancy radio? But now I know that this is the Trailhawk version and you're supposed to be able to take it off-road, and I would love to be able to do that, but I also do not want to pay for something if it goes wrong. We'll take it up some hills, see how it does on those. So we're going up a hill right now. You guys probably can't tell, but I'm not changing the amount of gas I put in this at all, and it handled that beautifully. I mean, obviously that's what you would expect coming from a Jeep. Every time I turn the blinker on, I just think of that X I know that I have on the back of this thing and how weird of a taillight that is. I know little things like that shouldn't bug me, but they do. There's nothing I can do about it. See how it does as far as staying. Alright, alright. Felt it lean a little bit as I was going around that roundabout. Of course, I want to see what it has as far as get up and go. So I'm slowing down here. Let's see. got some pep, got some get up and go. Now, granted, this obviously not what you're looking for when you're also looking for a car that's you want to take off-roading naturally. So, I mean, it makes sense, but it's good. The wheel alignment's great. I feel like this is a good cross between a nice commuter car, but a car that can also take you places if you're super into outdooring and things like that. Because it fits both of those needs. Good cross between a car that you can just simply take to work every day to a car that you can take on some trails as well. Now, let's check out these shifting things. That would have been a problem. Yeah, let's see how that goes. All right, we're in third right now. Second. First. Okay. Okay. Didn't like that. Okay, second gear. Apparently there's 8 gears here. Just took it through each one of them. And about that get up and go that I was talking about, if you manually control this thing, it can definitely get up and go wherever you need to. So, which we were talking about the trails as well. So, I mean, a lot of the times on the trails you need to control what gear you're in for how long and everything like that, and you just can't do that with an automatic car so much. But when you're in manual, you have full control. So that goes to show that this car is designed to enter 2 worlds. It's designed to enter the simple, classic commuter car, back and forth to work every day. Because it's comfortable, it's nice, it's roomy, it's great. But the other world is also going off-road, getting it dirty, and coming back just fine, enjoying every bump along the way. And this car does that. So I really like this car. The only thing, in my opinion, obviously this is my opinion, you're buying a Jeep, right? And they made this to be a Jeep, right? They made this to go places. Like, it does a good job of carrying on the Jeep name. I'm not doubting that. But what I'm saying is that if you get behind this versus if you get behind the wheel of a Wrangler, Rubicon, something like that, you feel like nothing can stop you. Whereas this one, it doesn't. I don't get that same feeling. But it's a great car. It's a great car, and nobody can deny that. Fits in both of those worlds that we talked about. There's not very many cars that can do that. Thank you for tuning in today and to Keeping It Wheel. We hope that this video was at least a little entertaining, or you learned something about the Jeep, answered some sort of question. Leave your comments below and love to read them. If you have any suggestions of other cars that you want me to review or that you have some questions about, just let me know. I'd love to take those for a test drive. I will not say no to driving cars. So, thank you very much once again, and just remember, keep it wheel.